trash, all you cyberpunks and retro nerds. It's October days, and tonight it is Olivia's birthday. She has a special pick up her sleeve. Olivia, what have you got tonight for us?
I have chosen Society. I think it's going to be a crowd pleaser, entertaining, a little horror comedy. It's going to spice things up a little bit, so yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, excellent movie. I've seen it. I don't think anyone else here has actually seen this movie. I'm a huge fan of Brian Yuzna. I think that's how you pronounce the man's name. He has worked with Stuart Gordon and the movie, Reanimator, Bride of Reanimator. And this guy is prolific. His movies are special effects heavy, gross out fests, and I think it's perfect for the month of October. I can't wait to dive into this movie, and I think this is an excellent choice, Olivia. Without further ado, motherfuckers, check out the trailer. Peep that shit! We'll be right back, guys.
Beverly Hills is known as a society of wealth and privilege, but Billy Whitney doesn't seem to be getting his share. He thinks everyone is out to get him, even his friends.
You never were one of us.
He thinks that he doesn't belong.
Hell, they don't even look like me. Why are you guys doing this to me, huh?
He believes he's seeing things, bad things, beyond reality. Is it just his imagination?
I'm not paranoid. All my fears are real.
Or has Billy uncovered something terrible, something unspeakable?
Don't go home, Billy.
What, you've been living with these people all your life and you didn't know anything about this?
If you don't follow the rules, Billy, bad things happen.
You know you'll make such a great contribution to society.
Who are you?
And now Billy
It's showtime, Billy!
is fighting for more than just his sanity. He's fighting for his life. The time is coming for Billy to take his place. In society, it's all about fitting in.
This movie always creeped me out when I was younger. And by creeping me out, it disgusted me. Body horror was always something that I had a revulsion to when I was, a kid. For some reason, watching a person's physical biology break down revolted me. I could watch movies like, Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street and see people slashed, all day. But when it came down to someone's physical biology being mutated or altered against their will, for some strange reason, it really grossed me out. And I would watch a movie like Society with a lot of apprehension. Any good horror movie draws you in because you are definitely terrified by it. You're repelled by it for some bizarre reason. And this is definitely one of those movies. I love the director Brian Yuzna. I mean, the guy nails it. This movie's fucking disgusting. And the movies that he worked on, Reanimator, fucking prolific. So, revisiting this movie today, 2021, does it hold up? In my humble opinion, yes it does. The special effects, top tier. The music, awesome. The 1980s styles, pitch fucking perfect. And then here you have it, on Blu-ray, crystal fucking clear in all its slimy glory. Amazing.
So I can definitely echo the sentiment. This is incredibly disgusting.
Yes.
Like very disgusting. A lot of disgust all throughout the place.
Yes.
But what I really like about the movie is that they take a very, very common analogy that we've all heard forever, and they use it as an excuse to exemplify this disgust that you do see. It'd be really easy to watch a movie like this and just think, oh my god, this is just like gory, kind of like horror-core porn or whatever, that somebody just wants to make this thing disgusting. But it's all built on a foundation that makes a lot of sense. So every weird thing that you see, it can be traced back to the foundation of the movie, the overall message that it's trying to say. And I think it's because of that, that as disgusting as it was, at the end of it, it almost felt poetic to me. Because as much as they made a horror film, It almost feels like they took the message first and they thought, how can I twist and contort this enough to make it really stand out in people's eyes? So that made like, it really like hit home for me in a sense that I'm like, okay, I really like this because it's just aimless.
No, honestly, I've heard of this movie before. I know it has a notorious reputation because of its, I guess you could say, final moments. It's not an overly long movie. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and everything before this climax that has this like notorious reputation is it's appropriately creepy. Like the whole time you're like, all these people seem off. You don't know who you can trust. You don't know what's real or not, and that keeps you on your toes. It leads to some good surprises, and so it's honestly just a really well executed horror movie.
I just like read the description. I was like, that seems like a good movie for Tom's. And I thought the gore was awesome, and based off of like the soundtrack, the style, like all of that, you could tell like the era it was filmed in without having to look it up, which I love, especially because I love the 80s. And it like I said a couple times, it reminded me of Shivers in a good way, and I feel like Tom said that would be a good double feature. But I really enjoyed it. It was pretty, like, what it built up to was worth it.
Yeah, I purposely did not read the back of this because I just wanted to go, and it's like, I mean, you just look at this cover, you're like, all right, what the hell is this? What the absolute hell is this? And right off the rip, you know, you start off with like a crazy crooked camera angle and somebody who's obviously in distress. They're sweating buckets. You're like, okay, what the hell's going on here, right? And then it just kind of keeps rolling from there. You just kind of keep going, what is going on? You're just unsettled from the get-go. And it's weird because it feels like a slow burn, but it doesn't slow burn. It's like a fast slow burn, if that makes sense. Like,
it does.
It's you know, it definitely builds you up to the point where it cracks. You know, and finally you're like, okay, you really are vindicated. Like, dude is not fucking crazy. Like, shit is whack. You know, and then it gets really fucking whack. Like, it really delivers. Like, it's been building up. It's like, is he crazy? Are these people insane? Like, what is it? Oh no, shit, no, he's for real. Like, this is insane. And my God, does it go insane? Like, I mean, I've seen plenty of prosthetics and horror and body horror. But like, this movie takes it to a whole new level. It really does. Like, I've never seen anything like this.
I feel like all of us were impressed by the movie Society. Excellent choice, Olivia, for your birthday. And also, for the month of October, is there anything slimier and creepier than people absorbing, quite literally, other people? There's a body snatchers vibe going on here, and I gotta say, for the late 1980s, that's fucking awesome. I'm a huge body snatchers fan. Out of 10 stars, I could give Society a solid 7.5, going on an 8 out of 10. Etoile.
I'm gonna take you one step higher. I'm gonna give it 8.5 out of 10.
Oh my word! BC.
Yeah, I have to reiterate once again, it's just one of those horror movies that like every element you're looking for, like the good music, the unsettling atmosphere, the impressive special effects, and then also, I mean, who doesn't like the sleazy horror aspect, which this has, like, this is like campy and sleazy too, and that we need to mention that. And so it has all of that. I mean, I'm like right there with you guys. I'm struggling with the rating, but I think at least on this first watch, I'm gonna go with a very solid 8 out of 10. I really, really liked it.
Olivia?
This is a good one. I definitely recommend. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
Ooh, 8 is great.
All right, I'm about to bring the house down with y'all because this is an absolute stellar piece of cinema for what it is. I was disgusted, I was horrified, but I absolutely love the message this movie is trying to send with all of its disgustingness. I'm giving this son of a bitch a 10.
Oh!
Watch this movie.
Yeah! Bang! Holy fart fucks! Jesus! Oh,
For reals, for reals. Like
It's
this was an absolute stunning piece of cinema. From that soundtrack and all like the effects, like all the sounds and everything, to like the lighting, cinematography, the actors delivered here, the prosthetics were top notch. Like
Honestly,
I can't knock this movie for anything. And and the message for all movies are trying to say something, right? Man, this movie fucking says something, folks.
I have to interject, and as much as I give it an 8.5 out of 10, I really do agree with Rocket. Like, there are so many ways. Olivia kind of said at the beginning that the movie gave her a Get Out vibe, and I sort of felt like it's like Get Out for white people almost, maybe?
Right now, okay.
Because, like, legitimately, I feel like if you think of any other movie where you can find that kind of body horror, it would feel very much like, geez, they're really going for shock factor. But because of the message of the movie, all of that shock factor goes straight back to the fact that this is how disgusting this group of people are.
It's
you know?
purposeful.
Exactly. It's because they have that strong foundation. It makes the movie so powerful. Like, nothing feels out of place because everything ultimately goes back to that. All the fever dream, everything that's disgusting, everything all that's just like, whoa, what the hell's going on? It all comes back to the fact that this core group have these characteristics that are then portrayed in the manner in which you see in the movie. Right. So really, I really do see it. It's strong, and for what the movie is trying to do, it really does hit it home. So,
Amen, man. Well put. Everybody here, we are well above a mid-range with the movie Society. I feel like this is definitely a winner, especially with our own group right here. We all love this movie. Like, no one gave it below 7. Like, that is top tier horror right there, guys. If you've never seen it, check out Society. Perfect for the month of October. Super slimy, super creepy, super relevant. Until the next time, motherfuckers, tune in to Neon Motherfucking Trash. Bye, guys.